Therapy Army. Welcome to the URT. Welcome to the URT. This is the URT. You're part of the URT. We're shaking a little bit. That's not shaky. Therapy Army. I'm Mr. Structure. Welcome to United Real Therapy. Let's be having you. Let's be having you, people. Early birders about. Early birders are about. Early birders don't give a damn. Big up to everybody. Love and like. Please smash the like. And let's be having you. Let's be absolutely be having you. I'm going to start the poll already. See how many of you are liking the video, people. So let's go. Have you liked the bloody video? It's either yes or no, people. Come on. Talk to me, people. Let's interact. We're starting a poll, people, because still not many people liking the videos. We're giving you some good content. I know not many of you are liking the videos, so I'm a bit sick of it. I'm a bit sick of it, people. I'm a bit sick of it. But how are we doing, Therapy Army? How are we doing? As a Spurs fan claim, our club is paid off the debt for the new stadium over many decades. We had contribution from an NFL, but not much to speak of. Your gym rat is seeking a government contribution. It's going to be very interesting. If we get a new stadium, will your fans less spending on transfer fees, wages? Yes. If you get a new stadium, will your fans accept less spending on transfers, on wages over the years? Well, that's the conversations to be had, mate. That's tonight. The conversation is simple. The Malcolm Glazer Arena just double the season ticket price. It used to free transfer and low market. In 20 years, we'll have a paid off itself. Expectations low these days. Yeah. Nah, I hear you. I hear you, people. I hear you. Big up Jarvis. Jarvis, let me know if you're free, if you want to jump on. I'll send you the link. No problem. If not, I understand. Debt. It's not like Spurs have debt. Glazer debt costs. We're paying for the benefits. Listen, it is what it is, people. Spursy. Smash a like, people. Smash a like. There you go. Be like elite baller. Be like elite baller, eh? Why can't you just be like elite baller? Eh? Just be like elite baller. He's a good lad, isn't he, that elite baller? He's a very good lad. Very good lad. You know what I mean? He's a very good lad, that lad. I'm gonna try to pin his chat. But big up to everybody. Smash a like on the video, please. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And let's be having you, people. Let's be bloody having you, all of you. Tonight we're gonna talk about hilarious, absolutely the most laughable article ever written by you know who, Mr. Racist Lockers. Mr. Racist Lockers is written the most hilarious article I've ever seen in my life. Honestly, it's so laughable. It's unbelievable. You know what I mean? It's so laughable. Big up Elite Baller. Always love. Big up Nuruddin in the chat. The PSS Pro is a lie. Yeah, big up to you. Therapy, my brother. How you doing? Yo, big up, bro. Big up to everybody. Well, will you be doing a watch along with Saeed on Saturday? Yeah, hope to. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, I'll be doing that. I'll be doing it, people. But we got a show for you tonight, people. It can be 101. If Jarvis joins us, he'll join us. Or, you know what I mean? It could be 101. But I just want to get into it. I want to get into it with you, lads. I want to get into you, lads and ladettes. The lads and the ladettes and everybody else. I don't care who you are, what you identify as around here, mate. We just keep it. Also, according to Chris Wheeler, Mr. Chris Wheeler at the Daily Mail, Ten Hag's got a 3-point plan to improve Man UFC. Ooh. I wonder where those 3-point plan. I wonder where they were during before the season, before the Liverpool game, before the Brighton game. Looks like those games have disappeared, have they? Before that, all those plans have disappeared and not worked. And apparently, the club is in search of a new Physio. I'm like, so why have we not sorted that out before the season started? Why has not that been sorted before the season started, people? Why has not that been sorted? I just want to know. I just want to know. I just want to know. Oh, God, the Comedy FC. Why the search for the new Physio why there is a search. I just want to know. I just want a new Physio. Yeah, I want to know. I genuinely want to know why there's a search. Yeah, big up, Jarvis. Big up. Nothing but love. Why the search for the new Physio? Like, why? Why now? So we got that to come. And then obviously our main headline of the show is, if you go back, so we got, who's going to pay for the new stadium? Is it more debt? That's the question, people. We keep it 100 on this channel. We don't get excited. 100 a new stadium. Yeah. Nah, mate. We don't get excited like that here. We ask tough questions on this channel. If you're here for the first time, people, the new stadium. I don't give a damn what it's called. I'm not asked about the name, right? I'm asked about who's paying for it. Is it more debt? That's the question, right? Gonna look at the 3-point plan to improve Man UFC, right? And then we got the laughable story towards the end for you about Caninap. You know my favorite player, Casemiro, Mr. himself, Mr. Nap, take a nap in the middle of the pitch. Casemiro. He is. There's a hilarious story written by Samuel Racist Lucas. Yes, I'm gonna call you racist when you refer to black and brown footballers as exotic. I'm gonna call you racist. Let's go to court, my friend. Whatever you want. You will forever be racist unless you come out and apologize. Simple, people. Simple. So let's get on with it, people. Let's get on with it. Big up Jarvis. More like emergency plans. Yo, I'm telling you. Where were these plans, bro? This 3-point plan. More like Chris Wheeler. He's telling me about this 3-point plan. And I'm like, yo, what's going on with this 3-point plan? Cheers, by the way. Got ginger tea here, people. I don't know where you are in the country, or if you even in this country, but autumn's really starting now. It's getting a bit nippy. It's getting a bit nippy out here, people. It's getting a bit nippy. Yeah. It's getting a bit nippy. But big up to you. Love and light. So there's all of this excitement But let's get it for you. Let's get it for you. I mean, and then these people who are writing it, it's like it seems like crazy to me. So let's get into it. Let's not beat around the bush, people. Let's not beat around the bush, eh? Let's not beat around the bush. Let's not beat around the elbow, shall we? Let's not beat around the bush, eh? Let's not beat it around. We don't beat around the bush around there. We tell it as it is. That's what we do, people. But let's present. Share the screen, as they say. Share the screen. There we go, people. There we go. That's the article. That's the article. That's the article. Manchester United new stadium plans move forward. We're moving forward. We're moving forward. We're having it. Are we moving forward, people? Who's with it? Are we moving forward? I love the way they write these things, man. So they're saying here, basically, local councils have agreed to work with Manchester United to ensure the area around Old Trafford benefits from plans to redevelop the ground. Hey, let's get that bit, people. Local council have agreed to work with Manchester United to ensure the area around the Old Trafford benefits from the plans to redevelop the ground. The club has set up a task force chaired by Lord Sebastian Coe to explore the feasibility of renovating the stadium or building a new one. Manchester United, the Trafford Council, the Greater Manchester Combined Authority have entered into a partnership to ensure plans benefit the area around the stadium. Lord Cohen said the agreement would hopefully unlock an incredible potential of redevelopment. There we go, eh? It's getting a bit, It's getting a bit tasty here, people. Tasty language, eh? If you like your bit of tasty language, are you having it, eh? Sounds a bit saucy. sounds, all this, PR talk for me just sounds a bit saucy. But let's continue. Should we continue together? Let's do this together, people. Let it PR me. We're doing this together, word by word. About 5,000 new homes have been included in the Trafford Waterside area in a master plan by Trafford Council. Waterside area master plan by the Trafford Council. Proposals for better connections to Salford and Manchester City Centre have also been put forward by the council. The partnership with United will see a new advisory team set up to guide the regeneration in the area, including assessing how any new stadium would fit to these proposals. In a separate from the stadium task force, chaired by Lodco, which includes Greater Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham, former Red Devil skipper Gary Bloody Neville. Hey, Gazza is in there. Gazza is in there, people. So it's saying it is a separate from the stadium task force, chaired by Lord Cole, which includes Greater Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham, Red Devil skipper Gary Neville. Yeah, right. The group is expected to make the final decision on whether to pursue a £2 million plan for a new 100-seater stadium by the end of 2024. Okay, so by the end of this year, people, by December, this is are they going to pursue this? They're going forward, but are they going to pursue it? You know what I mean? We're going forward, the article told us, but are they ready to pursue? Are they ready to hunt? The group expected to make the final decision over whether to pursue the 2 billion plan for the new 100-seater stadium by the end of 2024. Lord Coe said, once in a generation project. Hey, he's a one in a generation player. But forget the players. We've got once in a generation project. Would see the development of a world-class stadium for the north of England. But he said it would also aim to bring broad social economic benefits to the local surrounding region. Hey, pursuing once in a generation project. Lovely words here, people. But then he said, Corey was like, I'm not done yet, lads. I'm not done. I'm not finished. I'm not done yet. But it would also bring broad social economical benefit to the local area and the surrounding region. You hear that, lads? Lads, have you heard that? Have you heard that, people? Have we heard that? We've heard it before, innit? We've heard it all. We've heard it all. You're chatting shit. You're chatting shit. You're chatting shit. You're chatting shit. People need to like the video, man. People need to like the video. So there we go. 300k for the waterside house watching beer cans and McD boxes pass by. Evening, everyone. British taxpayer going to pay for this 100%. This is the question we're going to ask. Now, how the hell are people going to pay? They are, Hussein. Yeah, trust me, I never used them. Gary Neville is Ineos PR, mate. Yeah, Gary Neville is involved in this. Yeah, he is. And he's publicly been named now, innit? He's part of their little project. So Gary Neville can't say anything against Ineos, can he? He can't come out and say anything about them, can he? It's about time also we'll drag Salford into the 20th century. Nah, mate. You're funny. It's quite funny. But nah, we're not here for it. They would ban alcohol at football stadium, but it will never happen again. Somebody's asking, Nuruddin, you're always negative. I have never seen you being positive. Cheers, lad! So my club's been in decline for 12 years. We've won a shitty Europa League, 2 League Cups, 2 FA Cups in 12 years. And you want me to be positive? You want me to be positive? Oh, hey, we've got a positive sexual here. Cabs, big up Cabs. Positive sexual. We see you, man. We see you. Manchester United go on challenge playing good football for a league title. You'll never get any You'll never not get any positivity here, people. Trust me. Manchester not, but free Palestine, man. Free the people, free the land. Palestine is at demand. Free the Congo, free Sudan from Manchester City owners. Manchester, take that to Pep and smoke it, mate. Take that to your Pep pipe and smoke it. Your shameful owners need to fucking stop interfering and arming the militia that's carrying out a mass slaughter in Sudan. And that's what they need to stop doing, mate. That's what they need to doing. All right, that for you. They cared. Nuruddin, Martinez Stinker hooked up for Argentina. Yeah, I'm glad. Yes, hopefully he'll understand and see for club and country he's not performing. I feel for the future of Manchester United, they're getting bigger in the stadium will put more debt on us, and the Glazers and Jim the Rat we're gonna crumble. Yeah. It's a big worry. Big worry. Big up to everybody. Big up the laughing crew. Yeah, I'm live every week. I'm live every week. I'm here. This is the comedy. But yeah, so how do we feel about that? First of all, You notice anywhere in the article, nothing about who's going to pay for it. Talk to me, people. So they're saying world-class stadium, right? And they're saying a stadium of the North. Like, of the North. Like, I'm not asked about North. I'm asked about Manchester fucking United. I'm not asked about having the biggest stadium in the North and all this sort of rubbish. I'm talking about a stadium, 2 billion, 100-seater stadium. Yes, the Glazers, if you had any reasonable owners, they would. For me, these 2 billion, that's what's the most important to me. 2 billion. Scholes is in, people. He's in. I need to close the door, so just bear with me. He's in. He's in. The Rascals in. The Rascals in. 2 seconds, people. 2 seconds. I'll just close this door, fella. There we go, people. There we go. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back, people. We're back. We're back with a bang. So 2 billion. For me, the only thing I'm asked about is that who's going to pay for it? I'm not asked about your colorful language, your marketing technique language, this political speak. I'm not asked about this propaganda bullshit. I want to know who's paying for it. Because Manchester United are already 550 million in debt. Plus, we have the debt of the overdraft that we had from the banks. And we owe about 300 or 400 million. 300 million, I think, in player transfers, players that we've already got. So I just want to know what's going on in people. Comedy FC, wait to see it. Yeah, man, big up. To be honest, Nordin, the UK paid for the City Stadium, aka City's rental. Yeah, but to be fair, that was a stadium that was built for the Commonwealth Games when it was held in Manchester. So at least I can understand that. Old Trafford is not built. It's not the new Old Trafford. It's not going to be built for there to be Olympics. Manchester holding the Olympics. I would understand that, and then the government will have to build that 100%. But for me, it just sounds like a dodgy, mate. Dodgy FC. Dodgy FC. Here we go. Yeah, I know that. That's why I tell City fans to behave. My tax money, my wages, the taxes that come out of my wages pay for that shitty stadium of yours. And it's still empty as well. The empty ad. Brother, media always onto us. Fans should at least come together, struggling now. But let's be patient and be positive and smash the lights, people. Yeah, listen, Cabs, we see it differently, and it's a different point of view, innit? It's just all different point of view. But these new plans for the stadium, for me, the most important thing is who's going to fucking pay for it, pal. So if you see that as a negative, for me, all this is flowery language. I'm not here. You can impress the average United fan, but you're never going to impress me with this type of language. I know how politics works. Look, once in a generation, once in a generation project, development of a world-class stadium for the North of England. I don't give a fuck about Northern England. I give a fuck about Old Trafford, Manchester United. I don't give. So that's why I have to stop sharing. Jarvis, welcome. I don't know how long you've been watching the video for, but yeah, we've got.
Yeah.
Today we had a conversation. Manchester United are going to have a new. Plans. So this I would explain that plans to move forward, and they're going to pursue. They're using words like move forward. Yeah, I wish we can move forward.
Politicians
on the football pitch, but yeah, move forward and then pursue. So they're using this pursue language, and I'm like, the most important thing is who the F is paying for it. That all that flowery political speak don't matter to me. Who's paying for it? right? How much of the season tickets going to rise? How much of the tickets going to rise? I will want to know. The only other detail that I really want to know is, are they going to have more trams going from the city centre of Manchester to that area? Are they going to link Salford, the new media bit there? Are they going to have like trams? Because people walk from Salford now. They walk from Salford and then walk to Old Trafford. So are you going to get quick, like loads of trams available for there? Is that what's going to happen?
Yeah, really. I don't know when it comes to the infrastructure. You know the area much better than I do. I only been there a couple of times. So, but you know, it sounds tempting in a way with the I don't know with this strategic partnership with what did they call it? The Greater Manchester Combined Authority. Who is that? Can you tell me who's that?
So basically, it's saying the Greater Manchester. Yeah, politicians. Yeah. So you've got Trafford Council. You've got Salford Council, you've got Manchester City Council. So you've got all of these. So that's what you've got. You've got all of these. Say Greater Manchester. Greater Manchester.
Yeah, right. And you have the Trafford Council. That's and those are the partnerships and this strategic Greater Manchester Combined Authority, Trafford Council and Man United. Those are the three partners in this.
So
and they want to redevelop the area. They want to build 5,000.
They want to build 5,000 apartments, and most of them are going to be, the rent is going to be so fucking high. No person around here is going to be able to afford it, Jarvis. It's always the way, you know. I'm sure it's the same in Norway. They build new buildings. The prices go through the roof, and then the people who are from the area will have to move out, and then that new 100-seater stadium, if it comes, who's going to be able to afford to go to that stadium if the jobs are not in the area and people can't afford to live in the area? Who's going to afford who's going to afford to go to the stadium? So yeah, it's, to me, the question is who's going to pay for it. So the question is, Jarvis, to you is that, would you accept more debt? We're already 550 million in debt. We own, I think, about 300 million in terms of outstanding transfer money we own to clubs. So you want, for 2 billion, how much more debt are you going to take, Jarvis?
Well, we don't want more debt in our club. That's for sure. But this is an investment, and it will probably pay itself off in 10, 15 years. I don't know what's the time aspect of an investment like this. So for the club, I don't know. We need to figure out how to make money because, as you mentioned, our debt is huge. So in a way, I would love to have a 100,000 K all-seater with a beautiful, developed, regenerated area around it with trams and apartments and livelihood, you know, and a lot of people all around. So for me, I'm not totally against it, but I can see it from the perspective of the local fan. It will be much more expensive. But you know, we are the biggest club in the world. Compare us with Real Madrid, Barcelona. They have new. Real Madrid has a new stadium. Barcelona has 100 and how big is new Camp Nou? It's 100,000.
It's 100,000 seat stadium.
So in a way, we need a new stadium. Old Trafford is falling down.
Jarvis, I've been wanting a new stadium. I've been wanting a new stadium for a fucking long time, Jarvis. For a very, very long time. But I'm saying to you, who's going to pay for it? If the 550 million pounds in debt from the Glazers for 19 years wasn't there, right? I won't be too asked about it. I'll be like you. I'll be like, okay, it'll pay. Yeah. Well, you know what? We'll have to pay for it. It'll pay for itself.
Pay itself in 20 years' time.
Yeah, it'll pay for itself. But the question you ask, Jarvis, is that who, me personally, how much more debt is going to be loaded into the flipping club? That's the question.
Yeah,
that's the question. How much more money is going to be loaded into the question into it?
You're asking an open-ended question, Nuruddin, and I don't know the answer. But what do you think? What's your speculation?
I personally think they have to find somebody. I'm not asked if they whatever they called it, the Amazon Stadium. Somebody who's big, who who can have the naming rights for the next 25 years, lease the naming rights, and pay for the fucking stadium.
Yeah.
You know, Amazon Arena. Amazon Old Trafford Arena. Ineos Trafford Arena. You know what I mean? Quarter Sexuals and Dodgy Jave Arena.
Mercedes-Benz Arena, for example. AGM
Mercedes-Benz.
Arena.
Yeah. I don't give a damn, but somebody has to pay for it because Manchester United are already in too much debt. For me personally, we're already in too much debt. So that is in terms of what the flowery language, and that's why I was making fun of it because it needs to be made fucking fun of, Jarvis. It's laughable.
Yeah.
And they don't give you the detail. All this
But the thing is, when it comes to an investment like this, I don't think it goes into the FFP and the financial rules. So when we build a new stadium, it's the Glazers or the Ineos rich guys can pour their own money into it if they want to.
No, but you know, Glazers are never gonna.
Yeah. I know. But I'm saying it's possible. They can pay for it.
Yeah, but they've never spent a cent, the Glazers. And they're our biggest shareholders. To forget about the 27% sexuals, Jarvis, right? The Glazers have never put one penny of them. That's why the stadium still leaks. That's why the toilets leak. That's why it leaks inside the stadium. Right? So
it's terrible.
Look, let's be real out here. To me, it's about the cost of that cannot go into the debt that's already there. It cannot go onto the debt that's already there. That's my biggest thing. And on this show, we're critical of this football club and the way the football club is run. So we're not going to hide it, people. We're not going to hide it. Ten Hag and his Zeg agency should pay for the stadium. The amount of money they took out of Man United, yeah, maybe.
As long as it doesn't go into the sporting apartment, because it won't affect our spending if let's say we get $1 billion more in debt, as long as it's separated from the sporting money, the transfer money, the wages money, the FFP
that's the
money.
Question. Well, this is the question that's been asked, because if you remember Arsenal, Jarvis, Arsenal had to sell all their best players because they had to pay down the money and they couldn't be competitive in the transfer market because they had to pay off that loan, pay off the money of the stadium. Remember, Arsene Wenger, fourth became a trophy for him, right? For the Emirates to be paid for. So I don't want that. Not having that, mate. Not having that.
Yeah, but
I don't want this.
You got to remember, we have much higher revenue than Arsenal, so in a way, we can afford.
They make $1 million a match day. I think they make $1 million a match day because they're in London. Everything's expensive, and to be fair, their ground is mainly full. Arsenal fans turn up, and they still make $1 million a day. Yes, Manchester United, but we're not winning at the moment, Jarvis. We're not winning. No. We've not been winning, and we're not challenging for a league title.
Not yet. Not yet.
12 years in counting, 13 years in counting, Jarvis. If you want to know the honest truth, we're counting that many years.
Next year. It's always next year.
I've been thinking like that, Eripa. But anyway, so at the end of the day, I'm not having that. It will interfere with the way you spend the money on players and players' wages. Like I said, we own, I think, about 300 million already in outstanding transfer money, Jarvis. Outstanding transfer money, right? And then you add the 550 million that's remained there from the Glazers 19 years ago. At the end of the day, it's what it is. Let me just get this super chat. Yeah. Send him the link. Yeah. Big up. Cool. Let me just get this super chat quickly. Big up to Zuj. Big up, Nuruddin. Let's go. 100 more likes, people. Yeah, let's go. Let's get the likes up, people. Let's get the likes up. Dodgy Dave Arena. He like that. Tom would like that if Tom was about. Tom would like that. Radcliffe
and the quarter sexuals.
$2 million to get 25% out of the club. There are many cards. These are many cards in the air. Yeah. Radcliffe could spend $2 billion to get 25% of the club. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know what's going on. Now, for me, if Ineos came out and said they're paying for it and they want to corner the Ineos Arena, knock yourself out.
Yeah.
But I'm not having the money interfere of a debt. Then Manchester United can't become competitive in the transfer market and can't be competitive in terms of wages. That's where the worry is for me. And I'm not having anybody go, oh, this and that. Big up, Alien Tenno, mate. Big up.
Big up, Peter. How are you doing?
Big up, Pete.
All right, guys. How you doing? Northern, Jav?
Good.
Doing all right. We're doing all right.
Oh man, I've had the flu, bad man.
Oh, mate.
Seriously, not COVID, but flu is like wow. You know what I mean? Then you're coughing up them slimers from Ghostbusters.
Oof.
I've been listening, guys, to what you've been saying, and where the money's coming from. The money's coming from the people. This is what people don't understand. You know, rich people, rich people don't give their money away. They may spend it, but they want it back. Yeah, that's what they do. And they do it efficiently. People like me, you, Noradin, and you, Jarvis, I know you don't live in the UK, but if you do, 5 years from now, when they build the new Old Trafford, we won't be able to afford to go there because they don't want us there. We're not millionaires. They don't want us there. That's what they're doing. They're going to, you know what? When they build the Manchester of the North stadium, that will be the final ripping the soul out of Man United. We will be ended as a club then. That will be the death knell of us. Because it's just about money. And I told everyone then and before, and I tell you all now, 2030, when the current deal ends with the Premiership, with UEFA, of Premier League teams playing in UEFA teams, that's when you will see a Super League. Mark my words. That's where it's coming. That's where the money's coming from to fund that new stadium. It's all in their little plans. And they can kiss my ass, Man United, then. Because when Man United enter the Super League, they're dead to me. Goodbye. They're not my Man United anymore.
So say that bit again. Sorry, you. I couldn't hear you in the headphones. What you just said there, the last bit there.
Oh yeah, right. In 2030, Northern, yeah. The current deal with the Premier League and UEFA League of Premiership teams playing in UEFA football ends. In the 2030 season. That's when the Super League will begin. That's how Man United are going to fund the new stadium. That's how Real Madrid and Barcelona are funding their stadium already because they know it's coming.
Well, it's already here, actually. We're going to see the first part of it, this Super League. Because it's already been introduced in the Champions League and in the Europa League as well. So we already see this with this. It's a league table. Wait till you see the new Champions League format. Majority of people who are just casuals are going to be shocked, Jarvis and Peter. Honestly, it's a league already. It's a league. It's a league.
It is.
Yeah, but the Super League is much worse than because
but it's already the steps have already begun. Do you know what I mean? The steps have already begun for the Super
League. It is. It is not a thing. But we needed Qatar to buy Man United to stop this, and it didn't happen.
No.
Soon as Qatar wouldn't be able to buy Man United, that was the death knell for us. It was. It's gone. Manchester City are facing, their charges. What they're going to do? What the Premier League going to do to Manchester City if they turn around and say, you're found guilty of all them charges, we're going to take all your trophies off you and you're going to get dropped down to League One. You know what Man City going to do? Get on the phone to all the big clubs and go, let's blow these amateurs away and make our own league. Have a nice day. That's what they're going to do.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, isn't it? But big up to Renault says 316 of Hoofball Arena. Yeah, I like that. Big up Super Nick. Long time no see. Poor man's game is about to
316 Arena. That is actually a good name.
It is. Big up, bro.
It is. Nice one,
Ramo says, 316 Hoofball Arena. Yeah. Honestly, you only get it in here, mate. 316 Arena. Yeah. But listen. Let's move that away from it now. Jarvis, Eric Ten Hag has said, apparently come up with a master plan, Jarvis. Come on, people. Three
improvements.
plan.
Three improvements. Yeah.
Okay, Jarvis, I'll say one. You say the other. Okay, you say the other two. Right?
Yeah. Okay, start.
So the first one is, ready? Are you ready for this, people? He says, pass the ball better. Like he's got nothing to do with it. Like he's got nothing to fucking do with it.
Mind blowing. Pass the ball better.
Catch the ball better. Wow. Seriously.
There we go.
You know what, Noradin?
1 second, Pete, please. I'll bring you in a minute. The number 2 is more aggressive. Be more aggressive, lads, so we don't get humiliated by Liverpool. Be more aggressive. Jarvis, I'll let you see the third one.
I can't remember the third one. You say it.
I think the third was one was pass the ball, 2 more aggressive, 3 I think it might have been to finish better. Was the finishing?
Yeah, more clinicality.
Was that the third one? Was that the third one?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, but who makes this up? Was it the journalist or did Ten Hag say this in the presser or what?
This is what's being fed to Chris Wheeler. Chris Wheeler, he writes for the Daily Mail, but he's very close to Chris.
What's him be smoking his socks? You know this. Come on, Chris Wheeler. Let me fact check this.
It's great. It's crazy. We you know what? Noradin, yeah, Jarvis.
Yeah, how are you feeling about that? How are you feeling about the three plan prolonged attack?
No chance. You know what? free pronged attack. It's a sausage on a stick, innit? That's what I say. Free pronged attack. It's got. You know what? Did you see the video from the Legends game when Wayne Rooney scored his free kick and someone
top bin.
Wayne Rooney, a couple of months younger than Cristiano Ronaldo, and they showed the body shapes. It was like, wow, okay, yeah.
To be fair, to Wayne Rooney, we need to be fair. Wayne Rooney's genetic makeup is totally different. The diet that what Cristiano Ronaldo's doing, the level of discipline for almost 20 odd years to play at that top level, it's incredible. Yeah. And he's dieting, he's dieting and everything is crazy. Yeah. So Wayne Rooney was always, remember Wayne Rooney every preseason he come back chubby. You know what I mean? Yeah. Every time he was suffering, he was injured.
You know what though, Noradin, yeah. But when you look at CR7, yeah. And obviously there's a lot of people don't like CR7 for whatever reason. They don't like him. No one can 100% like each other. It's just a fact of life. Yeah. But when you look at that guy as a consummate professional, he is echelon, isn't he? You've got to give him that. The guy is echelon level. And I'll tell you something now, guys, yeah. We don't realise at this moment in time, but God bless us, 10 years from now, when we look back, we've been spoiled to have seen 2 titans of Football Association playing against each other in CR7 and Lionel Messi. You don't understand the impact they have had on football. And you get people talking about Zidane. You get people talking about Beckenbauer, good, Muller, if you know, back in the day, this and that. But we've had 2 echelon legends playing side by side. And I don't think they get enough recognition of what they've actually done in football. They have raised it right up here. Football was in the doldrums before they took over. It really was. We had great players, but we didn't have echelon players. You won't see the likes of them again in our lifetime. You really won't.
Now, 100%, they've took it to the next level. They've took it to the next level, and you know what? We've seen such an incredible level of football. Super League building 100k will not make sense since games would be located in the Stats Asia and anywhere but Manchester. But we'll see. Yeah. It's going to be very interesting. You can still have a stadium. But let's stick with it. So 3-point plan. He wants people to be aggressive. He wants people to be able to pass the ball better. And I think the third one was finishing, if I'm mistaken.
I have it here. It's behind a wall on.
Right.
But this is it. Let's see here. It says Chris Wheeler, Eric Ten Hag draws up a 3 prolonged plan to get out of the roof. Former Red Devils captain risk wrath of the club owner and latest on Anthony. So, okay, that's the headline. So this is the 3-point. 1, Eric Ten Hag is urging his players to be nastier as part of the 3 prolonged plan to improve Manchester United's performance this season. The United manager has called the squad to be more aggressive from front to back to avoid conceding more soft goals. Okay, and secondly, Ten Hag wants United to have more possession, telling his players they need to protect the ball better to control games. And thirdly, Ten Hag has been drumming into his players to be more positionally aware. Okay, so these are the 3 points.
With his tactics, how can he positionally be aware? With his
that third one just killed me, Jarvis. That third one, it killed me. Be processionally aware. I tell you what, like if I was the player, I'd be saying to Eric Ten Hag, "Can you be more tactically aware, mate? Never mind me being more positionally aware. You're the one telling me where to go and what to do." Seriously. Go look on my videos on my channel, guys. Little plug,
Peter, how do you stand on Ten Hag?
I told you that we'd lose 2-1 against Brighton, and I told you that we'd lose 3-0 against Liverpool, yeah? And this is the underlying current. We have no firepower, yeah? Some guy had an argument with me on a chat a few weeks ago, and I bet him 500 quid that Xerxes and Rasmus Højlund in the Premiership won't even score 30 goals combined between them. And if they don't, or if they do, I'll put the money to charity. We have no serious firepower. How can you win if you cannot put it in? Seriously. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
It's not even that. We can't sustain, Peter, we can't sustain possession up the park.
We can't now.
We can't. So how do you expect to dominate games? I find it really difficult. So nastier, in terms of being nastier, I don't think the players, me personally, against Liverpool, they just were confused about the tactics and positionally. They didn't know what was going on, because he kept it same. Even though Liverpool were picking us off, he kept it the same.
Yeah. You know what?
What you doing, you?
You know what? Nora did, Jarvis. When the third goal went in, I think it was the 50th minute at Liverpool, yeah. I waited a couple of minutes. I was sitting there, numbed. I was numbed. I thought, we've been bummed again. Eric Ten Hag masterclass. This guy has a reoccurring theme of us getting embarrassed. It's not just at home, it's away. He's breaking records left, right, and centre for all the wrong reasons. And on the 60th minute, I sat to the girl next to me. Yeah, right. Listen to this. This is honest God truth. I had a constant drip from the roof going on me as well to rub salt in the wounds. And I just left the stadium swearing like a little Irishman on crack and going, I'm sick of this crap. Why isn't it changing? Why can't he see this? I'm sitting in there. Okay, you know, you get a different perspective when you're at pitch level, and maybe you can't see it like someone who's sitting high up. Well, go look at the video high up and see it from there then. Because surely you can see what's going on. We're running backwards and Liverpool are running at us. It's like, yeah, go on, man, go on. It's Keystone Cops. It's crazy. It's not going to change. It's not.
Pete, I hope he's been working on another plan. I hope There are more things. There's more. He only told them, maybe the journalists, 3. I hope there's 10-point plan. And the other 7 are actually working on things on the fucking training ground.
Mm-hmm.
But I also am criticizing the club. We want to move on from that. For me, it's laughable. So we'll see. If Manchester United come back against Southampton, more nastier, more in possession. And what was the third one? I forgot. So more nastier, more aggressive.
More aggressive.
Positionally aware.
Yeah.
Tactically aware. You know what? Jarvis, man.
Jarvis,
tactically aware. Seriously.
Jarvis, that one even tickled you.
Even
I don't know what to say.
Aware.
That one
Jesus, man.
That one even tickled you. And by the way, people, I don't give a damn if Martinez was shit for Argentina. I don't give a damn if Delay is giving goals away. I don't give a damn about this. I just give a damn about where they put Manchester United shirt on. But shout out Angel Gomez. Absolutely plays the number 6.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's a product, but I will ever very much doubt somebody at Old Trafford will want to bring him home. I know he would love to come home.
Man.
And I know we know his brother. You know that we know his brother. We know him well. We go out dancing with him. Big up.
You know what I'd say from my observations, Noradin and Jarvis and chat, yeah. Have you noticed this? Yeah. At least 80% of players in the last 8 years that have left Man United have actually improved.
Well, you could say some of them.
James Garner. We sold James Garner for £9 million to Everton. Went and bought Casemiro because he's a shirt seller. And now the guy's bombing out. He's on a big wage, and we can't even throw him in the Manchester Ship Canal because even they don't want him. Seriously.
Listen, to be the biggest thing about Ghana, you know, Jarvis was, remember, Peter, you remember, I was way against it. I did not want that to be that player. The idea that McTominay stayed and he left, for me. I watched last season, Ghana bop us off the park. I swear to God.
Yeah.
That's why I lost my head last season. One of the games was James Gardner bobbing us with Sean Dice football, bobbing us tactically. We beat them 2-0 because we got 2 free penalties. But the footballing wise, they bopped us. So this thing I wanted to come to, the next topic, before the comedy, referring to Caninap. That's what I call him now, isn't it? Caninap. He loves a nap in the middle of a pitch. Caninap. Yeah, big up Caninap. Hold tight, Caninap, yeah? So Caninap, I'll tell you a hilarious, absolutely hilarious story about Caninap. What Samuel Racist Lockers wrote. But I want to get into this. So apparently, according to people, right? According to the masses, this is what's happened. Man UFC are looking for a new physio following the departure of Richard Maron and John Devin, who had been in the role for more than 20 years, right? So the 2 physios definitely needed to go. I said that we needed a new change in there. But I'm like, why have you taken that long for these guys to be replaced? Why have you taken that long?
This should be done before the season kicks off,
Why shouldn't this be solved before the season? Why now? Why are we, Jarvis, in a search for new physios when this could have been sorted? It didn't need massive decision making on this one. No. Why? It's just ludicrous.
I don't know.
Crazy.
It's Richard Marion and John Davin. They've been in the club for I think it's 20 years as first team physios, and they're long-serving members of Man United, and now we are changing them out. I think it's 23 years since 1997. They've been at the club. So I don't know what's going on, but something is. We need new medical staff. We know that new physio.
Right, Noradin, Jarvis. Yeah, the thing is this. Yeah, it was a year before Ineos bought into Man United. Obviously, they got the deal sealed, per se, on Christmas Eve. Yeah. So that's like 8 months ago. Yeah. All I heard was Ineos, are very good at doing things, getting things done, sorted, and this and that. Like, well, you forgot about the physio part, the side of the club, didn't you? You understand what I'm saying? You're supposed to be good. You're saying they've had 12 months to start getting all departments figured out from the perspective. Okay, maybe you can't get everyone you want in there, but you would, as buying a business, be buying into a business, should I say, be looking at where you're going to improve things and where you need to go. Okay, maybe some take more priorities than others. But if you've got a physio who's been there since the 90s, surely you must be going, yeah, we need an upgrade on this guy, like, don't we? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe Phil Jones knocked him back, like.
Let me just say this quickly. The change in the last 20 years that sports science has taken, it's like the change that it would have took maybe 20 years before. It would have took it would be all equivalent of 50 years or 40 years. Things have moved drastically. So why are they making these changes now when the seasons began?
At least they're doing some changes. I'm happy with us changing out people who's been there since the 90s. It's about time. It's about time.
Smash the likes, people. Smash the likes. Big up Rants. So for me, it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy to me. Like Manchester United are now only sorting this out. That should have been one of the first things should have been sorted within. You did the strategic review straight away, Jarvis. You would have realized shit.
Yeah.
It's stagnating here. We've had the same people here, but we've not even come and developed a team, a bigger team. So even these two can stay, but develop a bigger team to help them. The sports science department has to be huge. A club like Manchester United have to be the innovators in this. People should be looking towards Manchester United going, wow, that's really big.
Yeah.
In America, they get it sorted. If you ever watched The Last Dance,
yeah.
You saw that specific Physio that, what's his name, worked with, Jordan worked with. Like, how he helped him. How he can help. Big up Rap saying, Carsley got England balling after these points.
Yeah, it's true. What Rance is saying.
Jailed.
You know what, Noradin, what Rance is saying there. Carsley's got England bowling after 2 games. The Brighton manager's got them bowling. Slot's got Liverpool bowling. We still got the same manager who's bowling backwards. Seriously, you got to look at it in the cold light of the day. Forget your emotions, believe your eyes, and look at it in the cold light of the day. I can see us getting bowled by Southampton and Barnsley the way this is going. Yeah. I'm being serious.
But to be fair to Den Haag, United is not the same as Liverpool. It's a well-functioning club at the moment, and Brighton. Both of them are well-functioning clubs, football clubs. We only been a football club for 3 months, 4 months. So it takes time.
It took Jarvis. It's took them about 3 games.
Well, it took Postecoglou 5 games to be the best manager in England, but you look what happened to Spurs.
Yeah.
Everybody can go out flying, but
and Postecoglou, but Spurs are always going to be Spurs anyway, Jarvis, aren't they? You know what I mean? We all know what they're about.
Listen, the biggest thing is this for me, is that Erik ten Hag, all will be revealed. By the way, I think we're playing 5 games in 15 days. So another thing that's going to be revealed soon, how he uses the squad.
Yes. That will be exciting.
It's going to be the most interesting thing to watch. So Manchester United are playing their next 5 games. So we've got, I think, 3 league games, and then we've got 2 cup games. 1 in the Europa League, 1 in the league, and then we've got 3 league games. So in the next 5 games, we're going to be playing them in 15 days, and that is a fixture congestion, people. If you know, you know. So That's another thing to be revealed. Is he going to burn them out? Is he going to pick the same 11 with all 5 games in 15 days, Jarvis? Is that another thing is that another crime? Is this manager going to commit? Is this another crime, Jarvis? Another huge crime.
Do we know Ten Hag? Do we know Ten Hag? What will he do? How do we know Ten Hag? He never changes his team. He plays his strongest 11 every game.
Yeah.
So now we have let's see the schedule. We have Southampton coming up next game, and we'll just make it a little bit bigger for you guys to see. Southampton. Then we have Barnsley in the third round of the EFL Cup. That's Tuesday, Saturday. Palace. Twente in the Europa League home game, and Spurs, and then Porto away. So it will be a lot of games until 3rd of October, and Aston Villa on 6th of October, and then we will have a break. We will play Brentford on the 19th of October. So actually, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 games now coming.
You know what, Jarvis? No, they did. Them 7 games are potential sacking for.
7 games in how many days? Do we reckon how many days?
In let's see,
18 weeks. Is it?
Yeah, until 6th of October, 14th of September until 6th of October. Someone do the math.
Well, 21. So is that 21?
3 weeks.
Days, 7 games in 21 days.
Yeah.
Okay, big up, people. Listen, at the end of the day, that's going to be a massive fixture charge. And that, to me, is because this guy is a criminal, innit? He's in the court, innit? No? He's in the public court. You know what I mean? So what is he willing to do again? Is he going to play people to death and burn players who have just played in the Euros out, people who played in the Copa America? Is he going to, and then the injury will come? My fucking words. I want you to timestamp this now, people. Think about this. What's the date today? What's the date? Today's the 10th of September. Remember this show. Remember this show, people. If he 5 games in 15 days or 7 games in 22 days or 21 days, if he doesn't rotate, wait till you see the injuries. Wait till you see how many injuries.
Don't forget, Noradin. Don't forget, while we're playing 9 games, no fit left back.
Oh,
yeah, we have 2 right backs.
It's going to be coming back soon, Alien. Come on now. Show will be back tomorrow. Back from Mackie D's, more like.
Pucker Pie Show, man. So, yeah, you called it, Noradin, back in the day. Pucker Pie Show. When he signs a contract, bang, MIA. That's the guy, like, innit?
Listen, the amount of times I've lost count amount of times I've been vindicated about this football club. I wish this club would start fighting back against me and just to prove me wrong, or start doing real things to prove me wrong. I said it. I said I bought the T-shirt. I've had the popcorn. I've watched that movie before. I've said it. I've seen this movie before.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely sure. It's the only player where I've really nearly got into physical fight with people in the stadium because he's not moving and I'm screaming at him. Sure, give the centre back. Give him a bit more width. Step into the opposition. How?
You know what?
Like, you're a good passer of the ball. Get on the ball. But anyway, I digress.
You know the last 2 games, Noradin and Jarvis, yeah. What was the damning thing about us? And this is where I'm really concerned. This is why I say we could literally lose. If you go and look at the stats on Southampton in their last 3 games, they've had about 60-odd shots at goal. They can't score. They're like us, they can't score. But if you look at the second goal at Brighton and the first goal against Liverpool, our 2 players were drawn to the middle, and we had 2 of their attackers on their own, just waiting for the ball to come. And we had the goalkeeper who could see what was going on, and he's just like,
sleeping.
No speaking of English, man. Boom.
He speaks a really good English, actually, but he didn't want to talk. He's been told, stay quiet and just dive about.
and that's damning. Sorry, guys, that's damning. When your defense is exposed like that, when you're, this is the problem with Dalot, thingy, left back. Yeah, he's getting sucked into an unnatural position, which is funny enough. Sure, as a left back, he always drifts into the middle as well. I've said it on numerous occasions over the last few years. That's one of Shaw's major problems: is he gets sucked in. People call it ball watching. I call it ball awareness. You're not aware of what's going on around you. You should know if you vacate a space and you're the last man in that space, you should, in your head, be thinking, well, who's going to cover it if I leave that space? Because there's a danger area that a ball could be played into, and we are exposed.
Alien, who's going to cover it, Peter? Nobody. Eric Ten Hag and his notepad are going to cover it. That's what he was doing against Liverpool, just making notes. But let me just say this. This is... Marmin says here, there was news today that Shaw, Malacia and Højlund could be selected. No, they're not. That's a lie. No. That's a fake news. At the end of the day, Malacia is doing an individual training. I don't think he's been he's missed 13 months or 12 months of football.
Malacia is out till Christmas.
He can play until Christmas.
Yeah. And Rasmus Højlund and Luke Shaw both had setbacks. That's what I'm hearing through the grapevine in Manchester. I'll leave it at that.
But Noradin, are you worried about Højlund? Because apparently, I think it's a hamstring injury he's struggling with.
Yeah, I don't want him to be rushed back.
You played for yourself. You know how a hamstring injury is.
Yeah.
Always comes back. Never goes away. You feel fine. Suddenly, bam, there it is again. Yeah. So, how do you see Højlund's season? You think he can recover?
For me, it's the way you do. So it's about recovery from games, Jarvis.
Yeah.
The thing about hamstrings is that you have to eat right. You have to be sleeping right. You have to be like, do all the other things and do extra injury prevention, strengthening, right? Conditioning work for you to prevent it from going again. And what he needs to do is even look at the type of car he's driving. I know that for Ryan Giggs basically, he was driving too many like fast, small cars, and they're really short, like the pedals and stuff like that. And that's why his hamstring would go. So if I was him now, I'd be doing yoga. I'd be getting one of the best yoga instructors, and I promise you, your hamstring's not going to be going. If you do yoga every day at a high level, and
I think one of the problems is for Højlund, Noradin, and Jarvis, is the type of football Eric Ten Hag plays. If you've got a hamstring injury and you're constantly back in two and you're running at fast pace, it's not rocket science that you're going to pop your hamstring, innit? You understand what I'm saying? Because you're expecting the player to have explosive pace, and then all of a sudden abruptly stop when your attack is broken down and then start running back. It's like, how can I put it? It's like a racehorse. You're running the ass out the racehorse, and it becomes a nag at the end of the day. Look at Højlund, how he plays for Man City. Most of the time, 80% of Højlund's positioning is round the 18-yard box, that centre half circle bit there. He's not running there. He's not running there. He's not running crazy. He runs when he needs to run. When the play takes him to the position where he needs to run. Højlund is running like mad. Like I've seen last season, he run like mad and no one played the ball to him.
Peter, me and Jarvis last season on this show predicted it. We predicted last season how long before he get injured, because we both it, and we saw everything you just said. We saw it. We saw him literally like running around, and you should not be coached like that. You should not be coached like that. You have to do some. But Jarvis, I wanted to ask you, how's Norway playing? And how come Norway never play England, Jarvis? How come England and Norway never have friendlies? What's going on?
Yeah. We should have friendlies. But we won yesterday against Austria, against Ralf Rangnick's Austria, 2-1. A late goal from Holland. He scored. Finally scored.
He did,
but we were terrible the game before. We drew against Kazakhstan away 0-0. So it is what it is. We will never qualify for a championship with this train. The manager is hopeless. it's old school 4-4-2, and he tries to play very defensively disciplined with players like Haaland and Odegaard. You know, it's not going to work.
But you've got Sanderberger, you've got Odegaard, you've got Haaland, you've got three.
Odegaard got injured, didn't he?
We have Antonio Nusa, we have Oscar Bob. He's injured by the moment, but there's a lot of good players in that team. Yeah, but no, it's not happening. Sorry, the culture is not there. We
Well,
always
but
come
let's
to the last round of the playoff, and then we lose. That's
You need
no way
Ole.
for you.
We need to get Ole as a coach.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need Ole. I think
And
Ole
it's
can
the
actually.
manager been
Yeah,
sacked. How long has he been there?
I think it's been through 3 qualifications, so 6 years maybe. Yale, you will. Yale Malmin knows. I think it's 3 qualifications.
We got Rance playing in the Highland.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
The way that he's been coached, But I'm shocked at this, honestly. He can't even get the game. He can't even get the job. Ollie. There's a lot of revisionist historians, by the way.
Mhm.
The Ollie massive are out in force. The worse Ten Hag does, the more Ollie revisionist historians all come out. Listen, Ollie was out of his depth towards the end, man. Ollie sacked
He was.
That's
But
all
I
but
think
we
it
love,
was
we
not
love
a
Man
bit.
United under Ole.
So that-
Ollie was out of his depth, but he got Man United though, didn't he? You understand what I'm saying? He got
Yeah, yeah.
us. He understand Man United. What we needed to do, what the fans wanted. He understood what we wanted.
Hmm.
There's a way to play. There's a way to win, and there's a way to lose. There's even a way to draw, isn't there? And most of the time, I know we've won 2 trophies under Eric Ten Hag, and you can't take that away from him. Kudos to him, because you still got to win him. And when he won the FA Cup last season, he beat at that time the best team in the world. He did. So you can't take that away from him. But the point is, it's consistency. He changed the last 3 games leading up to the FA Cup final.
Yeah.
He got a system and it worked for him and he won it. And I was Eric Ten Hag out all the way up till then. When he won the cup, I went, okay, then maybe give the guy another chance. He's changed. He reverted back to type. Start the season, he just went straight back to type, and that's it. He's done. For me, he's done. It's like you prove you can change, but you've gone back to type.
I genuinely don't think they're not going to sack him to maybe Christmas. We're going to have that conversation. I just want to, even if he loses on Saturday, they're not going to sack him. People need to stop.
No, I don't know. No, then if I think personally, if Southampton and Barnsley bounce us, I think the guys are capped in the back of the head straight away. Personally, I really do.
Peter.
You can't come back from them 2 defeats if they happen.
Peter, you're old enough to remember 92 season when we lost the 2 first game. We lost against Sheffield United 2-1, and we lost 3-0 against Everton. The third game we drew against Ipswich, so we were second to last on the table after 3 games. The 4th round we played Southampton. We scored in the 89th minute with Dion Dublin. He saved Alex Ferguson that day. We lost the 1st round of the UEFA Cup against Torpedo Moscow. We lost the 3rd round of the League Cup. Everything went down the drains before Christmas with Alex Ferguson, but we ended up winning the league that year. So we gotta have patience. You know, every team has bad spells, but it's about quality, and I think we can come out of it in a better shape. You know, but we have to give it time. We can't be sacking the manager after 2 games.
Jarvis, I get what you're saying. I mean, look, my viewpoint is this. When you talk about, like you say, 92, it's hard to compare different seasons from different eras. It really is. It was a different type of football. It really is. It's same league, but different types of football. I can only go from this viewpoint. I do not see this man, Eric Ten Hag, changing. I really don't. I don't see it changing. And I think you could buy him every best player in the world to play for Man United in the system he wants to play. It
But
still
Peter, he
won't
got you to
work.
change. To be fair to him, he got you to change. He didn't change me even winning the FA Cup final, but he got you to change, Peter. He got you to change. So
Yeah.
he can change you.
He can change, yeah. But the point is, you always go back to type. That's what he's gone. He's gone back to type. This is the problem. You know what I mean? You have to be adaptive. I mean, when look at Anslot. Yeah, Liverpool should have crucified us at Old Trafford. They should have. He didn't even have one signing of his own, Anslot. He had basically Jurgen Klopp's team. You could have turned around and said, you got Van Dijk, Mo Salah, even Alisson, maybe didn't want to play for Anslot because of Klopp going, want to get out, this and that. They turned in 100% performance for him in three official games, his third official game. Forget about the friendlies, the 3 official games in the league. How can a man do that with someone else's team? And we're talking about Erik ten Hag, who's been here for 2.3 games of a season and he's struggling. It's seriously, you have to believe your eyes on the logic of it. It's not going to change with him.
You're going to have to put that aside. Arne Slot came into a Liverpool, a team that was always challenging for a league. Last season, they challenged for a league title.
Yeah.
A very one-run club in terms of the football structure. They don't panic and go and panic buy. They take their time and panic to buy players. So he came, and he's a very good coach. Arne Slot is a very good coach. He's a very, very good coach. And he's actually made them more controlled. What he did tactically, he destroyed Erik ten Hag and he schooled him. And the worst thing that came out on Sky Sports and explained it in 90 seconds.
But it's still early days, I'm not celebrating Arne. He still haven't learned the Premier League, and we know when it comes to new managers, the other managers figure them out after a while. We saw what happened with Postecoglou last season. Yeah, they can win the first 5 to 8 games, but then suddenly the tactical minds of the Premier League managers, they are not stupid. They are well-driven managers, so they know how to set up against Arne. I think so.
It's going to be very interesting. Listen, like I said to you, all will be revealed. For me, the next 5 games in 15 days, we're going to see if Erik ten Hag does what he did the first season and the second season, or if he's going to change. And that's what I said. I said, I can get behind if he changes 90% of the mistakes that he made in the first 2 seasons.
Noradin, ask you a question. This is the schedule. How would you do it? How would you set up? Would you play like 2 teams, one midweek team and one, or would you just
100%.
rotate?
100%. Yeah, I would rotate. Yeah, I would rest. I would rest players. I wouldn't play the same team in two very close scheduled games together. No, I would make changes, 5-6 changes, and then I would bring subs on and use the 5 subs. You got 5 fucking subs. Make use of the subs to keep everybody involved and keep it fresh. But Jarvis,
keep them
you can only fucking do that, Jarvis. If you can only do that, if you've done the work, necessary work that needs to be done on the training ground, so you got everybody involved. That's the only. If you've got the coach, the players to play the way you want to play, and you've already done that, then you can do it. But if you haven't, if you don't care about the rest of the squad, like he showed in his first season, and last perhaps on his second season, he was forced to use players last season because there was no players. Injuries.
But when you see the schedule, Nordin, we have Southampton. Okay, we have to play our strongest team against Southampton. Against Barnsley, we could play the youth basically, and
100%. 100%.
Palace away, top game. We need to play our strongest 11. Twente should be a winnable game with the reserves, the youth. And then we have Spurs at home, Porto away, and Aston Villa. That will be 3 hard games. Then we will see Ten Hag play his best 11 3 games in a row.
You know what, Jarvis? Yeah, Nordin. You're looking at Palace 20, Tottenham, Porto, Villa game. We have to play our strongest team for obvious reasons. 1, we could get beat at Palace. 2, 20 Europa League. You want to start off on the right foot. Then you got Tottenham, a competitor for top 4. Then you got Porto, a big game, and then you got Villa, another competitor to top 4. They are 5 big games right there. Where if you are weak in them games, you can easily lose them.
Well, it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. I just wanted to move on to the last hilarious topic of the show before we go tonight. I wanted to talk to you about Samuel Racist Luckhurst. He's racist. Why? Because to call black and mixed heritage players exotic, for me, black and brown people are not plants. I'm not fucking animals, right? You call plants exotic. You might call it, oh, this bird is exotic, like a
What was the chocolate back in the day, Noradin? That was exotic. I'm trying to think. You know what I mean? I can't remember.
Anyway,
yeah.
that's
I know Luckhurst. Yeah, I don't read Luckhurst.
That's why I refer to him as that. But he's come out today with an article. I've got to show you this. Honestly. I've got to show you because it's one of the most hilarious. So he's basically, actually, I don't have to show, I can just read it to you. This is what he said. This is what Luckhurst's article said. Casemiro's decline at this is from the dressing room leaks, right? So get ready, people. We'll do it line for line. Casemiro's decline at Manchester United has come as the consequence of the club's own struggles. Okay. All right. You can see that. Dressing room sources say Casemiro, 5-time Champions League winner with Real Madrid, didn't sign up for a second season to attempt to qualify for the Champions League, which proved to be beyond United last term.
Crazy. I mean,
for the people that didn't understand, did you guys understand that? Please, for the people.
Casemiro, you know what, Noradin? I mean, I've heard your comments on Casemiro and Jarvis's and many other ones. Casemiro's, like you said, he's not that guy to be a lone CDM. He's not. That's not what he is. If you go look back at his career, if you actually pay any attention and do a bit of homework, you've known the quality of players he's played with. He is a cog in a machine, but he's not the cog of the machine. You get what I'm saying? And he's always needed help. We've always needed a double pivot. That's what we've always said. We need a double pivot with Casemiro. And he's been played as a lone man. And he's been exposed.
Peter, I want triple fucking pivot. I want to play 4-3-3. I've always said that. Manchester United should get on with the modern way of fucking playing and go and have 3 players in the field who fight, who can pass the ball, who are technically and tactically sound, and who can defend as a team together, and who's always close to each other. Play as a team, moving the team upwards and bringing the team back for a mid block.
Yeah, not a damn quick. Yeah.
So that's the bit that I don't want double pivot. I want triple. I want 3 midfielders who get technically and tactically fucking sound.
No, not a damn.
Let me just get on to this 1 second. I asked Jarvis a question. Jarvis, do you actually believe it's Jackie Norris? So we call it Jackie Norris CBBC here, right? So these are children television shows. Yeah, that's why.
Jackie Norris.
Jackie Norris CBBC. Do you get BBC?
Teletubbies.
In Norway, do you get BBC?
Sometimes. But I remember like the Teletubbies and stuff like that.
The Teletubbies. Yeah. What's the channel in Norway that shows that?
Well, it's the national broadcasting NRK.
There you go. NDK. So
same as BBC.
Stories, there you go. Right. So at the end of the day, do you think Samuel Luckhurst sources? So these are sources. So the players agree. Casemiro has struggled. Because I'm like, did Casemiro and his agent, if it's true, let's take it for what it is. If it's true, I'm like, did Casemiro ever watch Manchester United before? Did his agent know what's happened to Manchester United? Who they own by? Dressed in, like toilets leaking, roofs leaking, stadium leaking. Like, I did not know what's going on with this football club. But the idea that Samuel Luckhurst, it's a slow news day when he turns up an article like that, Jarvis. What do you think about the article?
Sam Luckhurst, we always know that he and Ten Hag has a beef. Wasn't he expelled from the pressers last season? I think.
Dressing room,
Yeah. So we know that he has a thorn in the side of Ten Hag. He wants to try to do whatever he can to stir up the pot. So for me, I don't trust Luckhurst. I don't believe anything he writes, and this is just guff in my eyes. Casemiro, even though he's declining, he's getting older, but I think he always tries his best as a professional, but it's not always easy, when you're getting older, and he plays in a much worse team. Maybe Cruz and Modric disguised his weaknesses during the years of Real Madrid, but he got really exposed when he came to Man United. And we got to remember he was probably the best player of the season his first year at Man United.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't trust Luckhurst. No, I'm not.
You know what, right, Nuruddin, Jarvis, listen to this. This is what I'd do if I was Man U manager now. Yeah. I would, you've got Ugarte and Casemiro, so they're going to be my anchor CDM. That's it. Yeah. Okay. I would then play Collier and Mainu. I'd play Collier more forward. Mainu more forward than Collier. Casemiro's got the most experience, so use him as the anchor. Mainu's got quite a bit of experience. Put him more forward and put Collier in between so we can learn off both and get experience. No brainer for me. That is no brainer. And the beauty of playing Collier is he's the most mobile out them three players.
So we want to play 4 central midfielders.
You muted, Northern.
You're on mute.
If it was up to me, by the way, there's a bit of a breaking news. Mauricio Pochettino has signed for the US national team. He's the new coach, and we'll see them through to the World Cup qualifier. Some United fans were begging, thinking that he's not signed the contract yet. You know what I mean? He's not signed the contract. Maybe we can get Poch. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to get Poch. I want something new, something different. But it is
America's got Poch Noodle.
For me, this is the midfield that I'm playing. These are the 3 that I'm playing in midfield. These are the 3 I'm playing in midfield. Ugarte, Casemiro, and Mainu. That's who I'm playing. I'm not playing Bruno. I'm not having Mount or any of this bullshit. They're the 3 that I'm playing.
I'm not having
They'll be my first choice team. They're the 3 that
you want to see my midfield 3? Yeah. This is my midfield 3. Oh.
Go ahead, Jan. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Collier is good. Yeah, change Casemiro with Collier, with Ugarte more of a deeper role. Yeah, they've got energy, 100%. These 3 have got energy.
Yeah.
Well, they lack creativity. That's the thing. But I hope Mainu can be better if we try to play him
I actually
more
think
of an 8.
Collier is not bad. He's not bad with his runs that he makes. He's not bad.
Yeah.
Davis is thinking what I'm thinking. Playing Collier in between them as the pace man. You get me? Because he's got the legs. Mainu hasn't got the legs. He's not a pace merchant, Mainu. He's more creative. And we've seen how silky he can be, Kobe Mainu. He's got the touches. Put him in the right position and he'll ball.
Yeah, the reason why I said Casemiro, because I think we've exposed him. And playing 3, it will change the whole thing. It will change his game. He'll play in tighter, smaller spaces, not wide open spaces. That's what I would do. But that's just me, people.
Yeah, and Casemiro, he's more of an 8, I would say, and he has 2 strengths. I see it, and that's tackling, breaking up play, intercept, and crashing the box.
Yeah,
I think he also is good
in the small, tight spaces, especially where he hasn't got the ball. You can't leave him with open one. With 3, you've got legs around him. But that's just me personally.
I agree.
Yeah. I think anything else? Have I not covered everything? Let me just go back and think. We've talked about the new stadium. Who's going to pay for it? We don't know yet. 3-point plan to improve Manchester United. Laughable story about Cas. We talked about the physios as well. But yeah, people, we've talked about it, but we haven't got 150 likes, nearly 200 of you in here. We haven't got 50 likes.
Get the likes up. Come on.
Yeah. For the live, I can't understand why no fans see how Ineos teams are falling apart. Tour de France has been terrible since they bought GP. Yeah. It's crap. I don't know how Nice are doing this season.
Not very good. Needs to play like a broken biscuit, no, then.
Without Tadibo and all that, they got rid of Tadibo now. 4-2-2-2 is the ideal formation for Ten Hag philosophy. Ugarte, Mainu as defensive, Bruno pivot, Mount as number 10. No running. I'm not having any of that bullshit. This 2-2-2-2 will turn into 1-1-1-1. We're running around like headless fucking chickens when they lost the ball. But big up to you, though. I appreciate you. Thank you. Big up to you. But yeah.
Well, sometimes, not in games, yeah. Sometimes in games, that you forget about Eric Ten Hag's tactics. You're also looking at the IQ of the players, aren't you, as well? Sometimes you have to look around you and go, you know what? Maybe we're getting overwhelmed in certain departments. We need to just regroup and stand firm a bit. Forget about what the manager wants us to do. You know, knock a ball forward and run onto it. Let's just consolidate our position a minute so we can survey what's going on. That's what top teams do. They adapt, you know. They ad-lib on the pitch, don't they? They ad-lib it.
But against Liverpool, Pete, you never adapted. So we're sorry.
No, we didn't.
Big up to Ebro styles. And stop ignoring the Ole contradictions. What are they? Let us know, please. That's not what the contradiction. Ole did well for what he's a limited guy. He did well.
Yeah.
Club, that the Glazers, he sucked up to the Glazers. He was licking their asses. And he got found out for what he was. They sacked him at the end. They sacked him and humiliated him. And they didn't back him properly. So how about that? How about that, pal? He sucked up to them instead of them telling the people the truth and telling them, oh, they're nice guys. They're top guys.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah,
Listen.
but you know, Ole, he kept it in-house. That's the thing, and that was his weakness. But it was also his strength because we had more stable at that time. We were more stable.
I preferred Raniak. I'm sorry, I preferred Raniak. Yeah. Truth tellers. I need truth tellers. If you say you love the football club and you care about the fucking football club, tell the fucking truth. Because we can all see it. Stop lying to us. Stop being part of the fucking PR.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It's true, yeah.
Yeah, but you know, we knew how it was under Mourinho. Everything was toxic, so we needed to do something to change it up. And I don't know if Ole did it right or wrong, but you know, he kept it in house, so that was just his style. Yeah.
So why didn't Ole talk about the structure then? When Ole was asked about one of them, he was like, "No, we do different than Manchester United." There were plenty of interviews of him covering up for the Glazers, mate. Sorry, Star. If you want me to help you, then be truthful. Be fucking truthful. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got humiliated by the Glazers. And they sacked him.
I think
2 weeks to fucking Norway to go fucking fishing.
Yeah. I hope he caught a good trout like Jarvis's young lad did as well.
Yeah. Listen, big up. Yeah, exactly. Your son will be giving Ollie some fucking competition in a minute with a fishing.
You know what Nora did? Ollie gave us the buzz. Jose gave us the trophies. That's my opinion on it. Ollie did give us the buzz, didn't he? He did. He was one of our own. Well, he is one of our own. And he gave us that buzz for that little moment in time.
Ollie's one of my favourite players of Manchester United. Because he refused to go somewhere else to bang in goals for us. I'll never forget. Never forget the game where I sneaked in. I'll never forget where I sneaked in into a game, and I got kicked out twice, by the way. Manchester United, Liverpool, 99. The goals, that game, there's no treble without that. There's no treble.
The FA Cup. Yeah, the FA Cup.
So Ollie will always forever be in my heart. But as a manager, I'm sorry, he was out of his depth and he got swallowed up by the machine that's Manchester United. And more importantly, he sucked up to the Glazers. And I'm not having no fucking dickhead manager sucking up to the fucking Glazers. And that's what the biggest mark against Fergie. And Fergie, people like, you can't question him. Yes, I can. I've got an opinion. Around 2005, people were like, Fergie, you're done out here. See you later. Should have gone in 2000 when you said you were going to go. People don't know that what people were saying in the stadium. And people are like, oh, shock. Fergie, always sucking up to the fucking Glazers.
Yeah.
Fergie's on their payroll. He's still on their fucking payroll, mate.
Yeah, he's the one who sold us out to the Glazers to get hold of us.
They paid for that silence, mate. They're still paying for that silence.
Yeah.
So I can get into this all you want, have the uncomfortable conversations. But anyway, people, we're done out here. We've did the topics. Please, those of you who watch the video later, please let me know. The questions are simple. Who's gonna finance a 2 billion? More debt than Man United, so we can't compete in the transfer and we can't compete on player wages? Is that what we're looking for? And answer the question. Is it more debt? 2 billion to build a stadium. Physios, why are they doing it so late when the season's already started?
Yeah.
The other question is, Caninap leak story. Do you believe racist Lockhurst's stories? Let me know in the comments. And what was the other thing that we covered?
Oh, I'll tell you what the other thing was. No, they did. How much money are the Glazers going to put in for the new stadium?
No, they're not going to put in a penny. They've never put in a penny of their money. Their dad paid 250 million and he borrowed 500.
Yeah.
500, and we've had 550 million of debt for 19 years. Alien, let them know what your channel. Let them know about your channel, bro.
Yes,
it's Alien Red Devils. I'll be doing a preview on Southampton. Then I'll be doing a live game preview on Barnsley. Who's after that? Yeah, whatever. Whenever Man U's around them games, yeah. Alien Red Devils anyway. And Fella with a Stella on Instagram.
Fella with a Stella.
Yeah.
You need to write her in the chat so I can follow you now on Insta. You need to write it on the
Fella
chat.
with a Stella.
Find me on there. Message me, Peter. Find me on there.
Yeah.
Right. Jarvis, how was your show yesterday?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Tom was there. Stu was there. Poppy was there. We had a good chat. 2 hours.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Eric Ten Hag done the time warp and all Travis, didn't he?
I got invited
Jarvis.
to a preview of a film that's not even out in the UK yet called Substance.
Ooh.
And it is a crazy film. Absolute crazy film. It's coming out in 2 weeks in the UK. It's called Substance. Don't watch the trailer. Don't read anything. Just go and watch the film. If you're not into gore, don't watch it. If you don't like gore, don't watch it. But that's where I was last night. And my head was blown. But big up to everybody. So you got Bowley77. Peter, your channel again, can you just...
It's Alien Red Devils on YouTube. And I've just put it in the chat now. Fella with a Stella on Instagram.
Okay, so Alien
Red Devils. I used to be Alien Tenno, but I renamed the channel.
Red
Not
Devils.
me channel. I'm Fella with a Stella. You'll know it's me because it's an alien with a bottle of Stella between his legs. It is what it is, you know.
Alien Red Devils YouTube. Yeah, that's a YouTube channel. Yeah.
Yeah. And Fella with a Stella on Instagram.
Yeah.
And
you do match previews from the stadium.
I do, yeah. You'll see them. My last two previews, I said Man U would lose 3-0 against Liverpool and we'd lose 2-1 against Brighton. So there it is. You know, I'm a realist fan. You know, every channel goes, Man U's going to win every game. Man U's going to win every game. No, we're not. In fact, we're going to lose more games.
Okay,
but it is what it is. You say it how it is, and that's it.
Southampton, give us your prediction.
Southampton, 2-1 either way. 2-1 either way.
Okay.
I think both teams have got a problem with scoring goals, and so I think it'll be open. I mean, Southampton have actually created more chances in the league so far than Man United, actually. They just can't seem to finish the dinner. They battered the crap out of Newcastle and lost 1-0, even though Newcastle lost a player. And Brentford, they played decent. They've got quite a good high percentage of possession rated against them. So
we're going to do a proper preview of that on Thursday, hopefully, on Thursday night. Big up Jarvis. Hopefully, if you're available, 10:30 on Thursday night, we'll do a proper review of that. All I know is that I watched some of their game against Newcastle. They absolutely tore Newcastle apart.
They did.
Newcastle beat them in the most flukiest, is it one of the biggest robberies? This was Newcastle away, Jarvis.
Yeah.
They absolutely tore them a new one. So we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it more. But people, get in the chat, let us know. Make sure, please, you check out Jarvis Corner, and Man UFC Realist TV, and Bowley77 on Twitter. Peter Alien Red Devils, and fellow with Estella on Insta. Big up, people. It's been a pleasure. Please like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Shadow ban still. All of the madness still going on. Free the Congo. Free Palestine. Free
everyone. Free the world.
Free the world from oppression.
142 likes.
And war. Love and light, people. Free the people. Free the land. Stop the genocide. End the occupation and the apartheid. People like, why do you always talk about Palestine? Because that's where the main occupation in the world is right now. 75 years of fucking occupation. Apartheid system for 57 years. A genocide for the last 9 months. Simple.
So there we go, guys. We
stand
go.
against everybody. Religious orientation, gender identity. We welcome everybody on here. Everybody on this channel.
Get ready for the 12:30 curse again. Saturday.
Let's see. Love and light, people. The game will take care of itself. For me, I'm
Cheers,
not going to hag out and hagging.
Thanks for having me on, Noradin. Cheers, Jarvis. Yeah.
It's too reductive for me. It's too reductive, that conversation. For me, the games will take care of themselves. The most important thing we're going to be looking for, if he can rotate. Let me know in the comments. Is Tanha going to rotate? 5 games in 15 days? 7 games in 22 days or 21 days? Is he going to rotate? Take it easy, people.
Yeah.
Carsley won again. Yeah, big up Carsley. Played good football, England. Big up Gomez. Angel Gomez. But I'm so shocked at Norway. You've got talent. You've got Oscar Bob. You've got 3 potentially world-class players. Odegaard, Haaland, and Oscar Bob potentially. It's a flipping shame.
It is. It is.
I swear to you, Jarvis, I know you would do a better job than the current coach. I would put my house on you. My money on you. I would put all my cap on you.
Yeah.
Play a better formation.
Well, we will see, but we haven't qualified since the 2000s, so
he needs to get the hell out of there, man.
Yeah.
And there's no rumors about sacking him.
There are some rumors, as Jale Malmin mentioned. There's 2 candidates. Actually, Ragnik is one of the candidates, and Ole is the other one. So yeah, let's hope something happens.
I think Ole 4-3-3.
Yeah,
Ole 4-3-3. Get the best out of Hoyland, Odegaard, and Oscar Bob.
Yeah, Antonio Nusa, Sanderberg.
And yeah, Antonio Nusa. Yeah, Sanderberg is injury prone now, isn't he? He's still injured, isn't he?
No, he played good against Austria. Yeah.
Did he play? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he played.
There you go. So yeah.
And I'm still devastated that we didn't get him. You know, I think he's so good. I saw him against
the Austria. Possession football, Jarvis. We didn't want to play the possession football. We don't want players to keep hold of the ball.
Yeah, but the thing is, he drops down, he shields the ball, he protects it, and he drives the ball forward and plays brilliant passes.
Well, this is what I want. Fulham. We'll do a watch along together, me and you, with a Fulham game. Me and you will be on the channel watching a Fulham game together. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Big up, people. Get the likes up. Take care. Good night.
Bye.